All right, in this video, I'm going to do a couple of sample problems that are similar to the ones that you'll find on the actual writing assignment number 4 in your class for Math for Teachers 2. Starting with problem number 1, you have Glenda wants to glue glitter over a piece of felt shaped like a parallelogram with a height of 16 inches and a base of 60 inches. If the glitter costs 20 cents per square feet, how much will it cost to cover the felt? Okay, now I do see something here in this problem. I do see that the height is in inches and the height's in inches and the base is also in inches. But the glitter is costing 20 cents per square foot. I need to convert the height and the base to feet. So in other words, let's start there by taking our height of 16 inches and convert that to feet. Okay. Now I know that it takes 12 inches to make up 1 foot. All right, so we're going to multiply by this. We're converting from inches, so the inches has to go in the denominator, to feet, so the feet has to go in the numerator. And their appropriate units goes in the numerator and the denominator. 12 inches, the 12 has to go in the denominator, is equivalent to 1 foot. The 1 has to go in the numerator. So you're going to see that these inches divide out. So you're going to have 16 over 12 feet. And if you want to, you can convert that to a fractions. I'll divide 12 into 16. That will go 1 time with 4 left over. So it'll be 1 4/12 of a foot. And then reduce that, it'll be 1 1/3 feet. So the height would be 1 1/3 feet. And then the base is 60 inches. That also needs to be converted to feet. And again, 12 inches make up a foot. So the 12 inches has to go in the denominator. 1 foot goes in the numerator. Multiply across, you'll get 60 over 12. The inches divide out, you'll be left with feet. And then 60 divided by 12 will be 5 feet. So the base there will be 5 feet. And the height is 1 1/3 feet. Now, we're dealing with a piece of felt shaped like a parallelogram. And you're just covering the area of that. So if you recall the area of a parallelogram, that would be the base times the height. Area is equal to the base times the height. Here the base is 5 feet times the height, which is 1 1/3 feet. And what I'm going to do here is multiply 5 over 1 times, convert 1 1/3 feet to an improper fraction of 4/3. Again, 3 times the 1, that gives you 3 plus the 1, which would be 4. So it'd be 4/3. So now we got 4/3 times 5 over 1. That's going to be 20 over 3. And if I convert that to a mixed number, that would be 3 goes into 26 times with 2 left over. So I have 6 2/3 square feet. That's the area of that felt that's shaped like a parallelogram. Now, the part of the question is that if the glitter costs 20 cents per square foot, how much will it cost to cover the felt? So we need to take the area of that piece of felt, which is 6 2/3 square feet, multiply that by, it costs 20 cents per square foot, so the 20 cents goes in the numerator. For 1 square feet, it goes in the denominator. You're going to see those square feet divide out. Okay. And pretty much we can use a calculator to come up with our decimal value. All right. So what I'm going to do here is all right, I'm going to enter 6 2/3 using parentheses, 6 plus 2 divided by 3, close parentheses for 6 2/3, and then multiply that by 0.20. Now I'm going to round this off. Since we're done with the cost, we're rounding this off to 2 decimal places. So this will be 1.33. So in other words, it's going to cost $1.33 to cover the felt. $1.33 to cover the felt. All right, problem number 2. A 17-foot ladder is leaning against the wall. The top of the ladder is 13 feet above the ground. How far is the bottom of the ladder from the wall? In this case, it would be best to try to draw a picture of this situation here. Let's say I have a building right here, and then there is a 17-foot ladder leaning against that wall. Is that 17-foot ladder leaning against that wall? And this is right here, 17 feet. It's leaning against the wall. And from the top of the ladder is 13 feet above it. So this is 13 feet right here. From the top of the ladder to the ground, that's 13 feet. We want to know how far is the bottom of that ladder from the wall. In other words, I need to know from the bottom to here, what is that distance? Well, in this case here, this is in the shape of a right triangle, so I need to use what they call the Pythagorean theorem for this. And of course, the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. In other words, the square of the hypotenuse in a right triangle is equivalent to the sum of the squares of the 2 legs in that right triangle. So I have to use a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. And now we can find out what this length is going to be using that relationship. Here, this will be a, which is I've labeled as x. So this will be x, and that's going to be squared. Plus, this other leg will be b, that's 13 feet. So it'll be 13, and that's going to be squared, equaling to c, which is the hypotenuse, that's the longest side. Here in this case, that's 17 feet. So I have 17, and that's going to be squared. And now we just simplify this. I have x, and that's going to be squared, plus 13 squared is 13 times 13, that's 169. And that's equal to 17 squared, or 17 times 17, which is 289. And now to get x squared by itself, we subtract 169 on both sides. That would mean x squared is equal to 120. And then to find out what x is, the opposite of squaring something would be to take its square root. So I need the square root of 120. And in this case here, let's say I went around to 2 decimal places. This will be approximately 10.95. So here, this length here, from the bottom of the ladder to that wall would be 10.95, and it's going to be in feet. Okay. Now, there's just a problem similar to that. It's not going to give you the exact, it's not going to tell you. It probably won't tell you to find this length. It might tell you to find this length right here. Okay. So do be on the lookout for that. That should assist you with the actual writing assignment number 4 in the course on Canvas. Make sure that you do provide a detailed explanation of how you work that problem out and explain it in a way that someone who has never seen this problem before will understand how to do it. Keep in mind that only 15 points of that writing assignment is for the math, but the other 10 points deal with how well you're able to explain that problem to someone who's never seen it before. So make sure that you provide a detailed explanation of how you completed that problem. All right, feel free to contact me if you have any questions about the assignment.